took up a job with JKR Malaysia, and I work in the water supply sector. So after a few years, about 12 to 13 years in the government sector, I decided it was time for me to move on. Yeah, there were a lot of challenges at that time, so I took up the challenge to work for a private company in the water sector itself. So after working for a few more years, about 10 years after that, I was moved to my current job now. I've been there for almost 3 years already. I now work for Shabas. I am the Executive Director for Water Quality, Asset and Strategic Resource Division. Saya mula berminat in cats. In the cat world, it's actually about 3 years ago. Initially, I really don't like cats because I find them messy. When I was young, when I was growing up, my grandmother had lots of stray cats in the house, and leceh nak makan. Because they keep bugging you when you are at the table, they keep jumping on the table. So I didn't like it. As a kid, I really hate it. But when my children were older, I think they have already started universities, and there was this cat near my house that kept coming to the house. And I always wonder, every time I come home, the cat will be waiting. We call her Ting Ting. And like very happily trying to get into the house, into the door. And I was like, why? Yeah, I interviewed my children and they were saying, we actually fed them. Bagi makan kat dia. So after a while, that cat was actually very nice. So I grew to like the cats. Then I decided to get one for myself. So near my house where I was staying, there was this pet store. So kita orang pergi lah beli. 3 kali pergi tengok that particular cat. Of all the weekends, it's a Chinese New Year weekend. Of course, most of the shops were closed, right? But we persevered and went around. But in the end, we decided the one near the house was the best. So we went to buy, and then we sort of like buy one got one free. Dapat 2 ekor. So we had fun. Then when the shopkeeper was telling us, oh, this cat is a mixed Maine Coon and Persian. Persian kita orang tahu lah, but Maine Coon we don't know. So I read about Maine Coons, and the more I read about Maine Coons, they are called gentle giant. The more I like them because they're quiet. Okay? They run around, but they don't really jump up and down. And they my kind of cat. It's like they are like a dog in a cat world. Okay, and they are very friendly. Okay, they are very manja, especially the boys. The boys will macam when I go home, the boys will want to sit on my lap. But the girls, if I go to the girls' room, they'll be like, oh, you're home. Kind of. But once I sat down, because normally I brush them, so all of them will want to come and sit on my lap. Because that's what we do almost every night lah. Grooming sebelum tidur. So they always like it. And after about, I think a couple of months after getting Boboy tu, after reading a lot about Maine Coons, I bought my first Maine Coon. Wow. A pure breed Maine Coon. So it was like an eye-opener. We had this beautiful red Maine Coon. This is here. This is him. This is him. And very spoiled brat. Again. But he is fun. He is loving. You spend time at the office, you just want to go home. Nama catering saya Lagenda. So my kittens are all macam Lagenda Muezza Putra. Okay, so it's the name of the catering is the first name of your kitten. It's actually very expensive as well because you have to look at the food. Yeah, you kena beli makanan diorang is not cheap, and you have to give them a variety, both dry and wet food. Wet food tu sama ada you masak chicken, boiled chicken, atau you bagi raw meat, ataupun you bagi the canned food. So it does cost a lot lah. On average, I would say I spend a lot for them. Most of I think I would say about 5K lah a month. Yeah, give me peace. It's really like when you sit there, if you see the kittens when they go play around, it's like you are watching something. Tak tahu lah, macam relax je. It's a therapy. It's like therapy. Or when you sit with them, you groom them, you can actually chit chat to them. They are very vocal. One, the red and white tabby there, he's very vocal. He will like sorry. Ya. Macam berbual. Because dia akan, lepas tu dia akan berebut nak duduk atas riba. Lepas tu dia akan tolak yang lain, tak bagi duduk atas riba. Kadang-kadang tu satu duduk sini, satu duduk sini, dan satu duduk tengah. Oh my God. Dan semua nak bercakap. Semua nak cerita. I had a nice day or I didn't have a good day and this brother, he kicked me or whatever. You don't know what they're saying, but it's like something like that. You just think, oh, they are having fun. We attended the CFA shows dekat Hong Kong, dekat Chiang Mai, dekat Bangkok. Dah Muezzah dah fly all over the place dah. Seronok dia. And then the other cats pun ada juga lah yang dah travel. Tapi yelah, dahsyat lah. Dulu there was we always follow this airlines because they allow cat in cabin, so you boleh bawa cat dalam cabin. Now dah tak boleh dah because they find adalah dia orang dah change policy, so now all cats must go into the ni lah dia punya luggage dia lah, tapi tempat khas lah, kargo. Kita yang stres, risau sebab dia duduk kat bawah tu, kita tak tahu dia dapat makan ke tidak. We have the food we put in the carrier dia, tapi sometimes you don't know tu tumpah ke terbalik ke, kita tak tahu. Itu yang merisaukan. So far the furthest we went is Hong Kong lah. We have been to Chiang Mai recently, Chiang Mai, and then Bangkok previously, Bangkok. Ada lagi a few other places we may join. Dia tak ada hadiah, ada medals tu saja. You get a sense of pride that your cat actually kiraf antarabangsa. And then you don't get piala or anything, but FIFA punya dia ada piala, dia ada yang trophy dia. Depending on the organizer. Yang ini pun event ni yang kat Malaysia, sebab kita tak ada CFA club tau, so kita guna club license yang negara lain untuk organize the show here di Malaysia.